Jr. tells me that his family feels so blessed tonight as his son's surgery took 3 hours and it was successful. He says his son was at a former teammate's house when all of this happened. The former #1 high school basketball recruit in Illinois is in the hospital tonight recovering from a gunshot wound.
He's in good spirits right now. He's up and watching TV and eating and talking, so we feel real good about that.
Jeremy Fears Jr. is a star freshman point guard on the Michigan State basketball team, and he was shot in the thigh while visiting his hometown of Joliet during the holiday break. His father, Jeremy Fears Sr., breathing a massive sigh of relief tonight.
If it was anywhere else, it could have been a lot more damaging, so just feel real lucky and blessed that he is. Like I said, he's doing good, he's recovering, so that's all we could ask for.
Fears Sr. says he and his family were on a college visit in Rhode Island for his other son when they got the call. Joliet police say the shooting happened just before 4 a.m. near St. Jude Avenue in Joliet, where an armed man entered the home and fired shots, allegedly hitting Fears Jr. and a 19-year-old woman. The suspect then ran away. Fears Sr. says that house belongs to one of his son's former teammates and says it was a normal gathering among friends before that gunman came in.
To my understanding, like some kind of random act, where somebody just came in. My son told me, said he was all black, kind of had like a ski mask on and just got to fire.
Fears Jr. posted this photo on his Instagram this afternoon, showing him in the hospital, referencing a minor setback and thanking fans for their support. Michigan State head coach Tom Izzo issuing a statement as well, saying in part, "My focus is supporting Jeremy on his road to recovery." The family was told by doctors that it's a 6 to 8 week recovery for Fears Jr., and it's still unclear if he'll be able to return this season. But Dad says they're not rushing anything, calling this a miracle in itself.
He'll bounce back. It's life, so things happen. Like I said, he's recovering, so we're real happy about that.
Now, this all happened just days after Fears Jr. posted a career-high 10 assists in his last game. Fears Sr. says he's looking forward to watching many more of the games. He's played in 12 already this season, so once he gets all healed up, he'll be ready to go again soon.
Any weight on that left leg, your left leg's not going to, get used to it again. There, that's good. That's what you want, right there. Left leg, push and step. Actually, that looks pretty good. Yes.
There we go.
Yep, once you get a rhythm, going. Yep. Cool. Crunches, left leg, push and step. Good. Crunches, left leg, push and step. Good. Nice. Push and step. Very good. Perfect.
How you doing? This is Nathaniel Swopes of Swope Center. Today I'm going to talk about Michigan State's Jeremy Fears. Recently, Michigan State's Jeremy Fears Jr. was released from the hospital after getting shot. I'm going to read your article from ESPN by Myron Madcliffe. Jeremy Fears Jr., the Michigan State men's basketball freshman who suffered a non-life-threatening injury in a shooting in his hometown early Saturday, he has been discharged from the hospital. His father announced on social media Sunday. The statement from local police said an 18-year-old man and a 19-year-old woman were at a home with friends in his hometown of Joliet, Illinois, when a male gunman entered the residence and began to shoot. The police statement did not identify Fears by name, but a source told ESPN that it aligns with the details of the incident. Fears was shot in the thigh and the woman was struck in the pelvis. Both suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Fears underwent surgery on Saturday, the school announced. Per Joliet police, a suspect has not been identified and the investigation is active. Police said they do not know if the victims were the intended targets. Fears, a four-star freshman in the 2023 class, is averaging 3.5 points per game this season. In a statement on Saturday, Michigan State's coach Tom Izzo said that he will continue to support Fears as he recovers. Jeremy underwent surgery this morning and is resting comfortably. Izzo said in a statement, "While there is much we still don't know, my focus is supporting Jeremy on his road to recovery." On his Instagram story Saturday, Fears wrote, "Minor setback, we're gonna be good. Appreciate y'all." Michigan State is set to face Indiana State in East Lansing on December 30th. So it's a very sad thing that happened to Jeremy Fears Jr. that he returned home and was unfortunately shot. And I've talked before. We've had a young man from Orr High School who was at a house party, and he was shot in the leg before he was to go play for, I believe it was Hofstra University. And I've said this before. I don't. It doesn't seem like it was a house party. It seemed like it was an incident where he's hanging out with a young female. But first, on the house party things, for a lot of the athletes, please stop hanging out at house parties. There was so many. There was a house party recently that was shot up here in Chicago. Also in the south suburbs, there was a house party that was shot up. A lot of these, I'm not saying that Jeremy Fears Jr. is in the game, but a lot of these people who are, maybe into it with someone or games, if they know that a bunch of those people are going to be somewhere, they are now just shooting up those parties, especially house parties. They don't care who gets hit; they're just shooting up those house parties. I've heard so many incidents for the last 10 years of house parties being shot up. Now, him hanging out with the female. We seen an incident where Terrence Shannon Jr. was accused of rape. Him hanging out with a female. You have to be very, very careful with the women you hang out with. Now, this could have been a girlfriend that he's hanging out with, but we don't know if the young man was jealous, came into the house, and shot the young lady and Jeremy Fears. So, with that being said, with the incident with the young women, be careful with the women that you hang out with. Especially, and be careful with hanging out with those women at their place of residence. It may be safer to hang out and tell that woman to come to your place. Maybe even safer to hang out and be with that woman, of course, at like a local restaurant, local bar. And if it's something that you want to take further, invite them to a hotel. But do not, I've heard this a lot from O'Shea Duke Jackson. Do not hang out with a young lady at her house because she may have a jealous ex or she may have a jealous boyfriend, and they may want to come to the house and cause harm to her. And if you're there, they may want to cause harm to you. And I'm not saying this is the situation, but all in all, if you are a prize superstar player, prize entertainer, prize athlete, you have to be careful as much as possible. Restaurants, public places, and tell the young lady to come to your place of residence. So again, it's unfortunate that he was shot. Now we, as a Chicagoland community, it's very sad to see one of our top basketball players be shot. We always say how we want people who make it out to come back and give back to the community, but it's hard when it seems that people from your own community want to attack you, either mentally, emotionally, or physically. So the fact that this young man went back to his home and was shot, he may not ever return. His dad, he has a younger brother, I believe, that's in prep school, and it may be a situation where he may never return. Their family may move, and Jeremy may never return to the Chicagoland area again, which is unfortunate because there's going to be another Jeremy Fears Jr. that he could possibly mentor and motivate, but they're not going to get that mentorship from him because he can't return home without being physically harmed. And we as a Chicagoland community, we've always complained that we want our people to come back, but it's hard for them to come back when they are attacked always by their own community. Jeremy Fears was a guy who was in prep school, and he came back and played for his local high school. And that was an amazing thing because we do not get to see talented players playing in high school as much as we used to because so many players are going prep. And the fact that he returned, him and his younger brother returned to play for the local high school, played in front of their hometown fans, played in front of the Chicagoland area community was amazing. And I appreciate Jeremy Fears Jr. for that. I appreciate his younger brother. I appreciate his father for allowing him to do that. I'm so happy to hear that he's out of the hospital. I hope that he recovers. I hope he's able to medically redshirt this season and get this year back and have an amazing career and make it to the NBA. Congratulations, Jeremy, for everything that you've done and everything that you've accomplished. God bless you. God bless you and your family. And for all my talented young black males and females, please be careful. No matter what you do, please be careful when you return home. Everybody is not your friend, and everybody does not have the best interest for you. Again, this is Nathaniel Swopes, the Swope Setter signing out, and you all have a good one.